welcome back to GEOGUESSR, but in The Sims 3. So I overworked the map from last time. I did put in all of the worlds from last episode, and I made all of the pins a little bit smaller as well as the writing, because I realized that there are so much more worlds for North America that I need to make them smaller so they can all fit in. And now I just have to zoom in a little bit more so I can actually read it. And I also made a little bit more of a differentiation for the worlds. So this one with the circle around means that the world has over 150 lot. This means it has over 100 lot. This means it has between 50 and 100 lot, and the pink one means it's under 50 lot, so it's perfect for a heavy CC world or for a really long play legacy. And the yellow still means that there is a university in the world. And this is how it looks right now. And now we can get right into the next world, which is Roaring Heights, a store world. I never played in this world, but I always thought that it was very pretty. I like all of the shells they made, especially for Roaring Heights. This Art Deco style really is looking great. It reminds me of the American Horror Story Season Hotel, where they're also in this very pretty Art Deco hotel. I really like that style. And I also like the landscaping of this world with this little beach island here in the front. And there is a lighthouse back here, and you can see the city in the back. There's also this little pier here. And they really kept in the Art Deco Roaring Heights style with all of their houses, which is something very different to any other Sims 3 world I've ever seen. These pretty round windows, and there is also one CC item I saw, I think on this building. Not CC, I mean store. Yeah, this rounded fake glass brick windows. When I first saw it, I was so confused what this could be, but it's a fake window. But it's so cool. So for making rounded buildings, you could use this item. And also the glass roof is very pretty. There is a very cool building here in the back, which household I chose, with this incredible pool down here with all of these arches around it, and then these stairs leading up to the building. Very cool. I have to say the interior is very, I don't know, yes or no. I like the wallpaper, but I really hate the flooring, but the furniture is very nice. But I think the floor plans of a lot of the buildings are just very weird. But anyway, I took my time to look at this world because I already know where it is going to be put on the map. I googled a little bit and I found out that it is supposed to be like a back in the time Miami, which makes sense from the islandy look it has, like kind of also giving a swamp kind of vibe here in the back, like the Everglades in Florida. I'm a big fan of Dexter, so I've seen Miami through that show. So yeah, I just want to take a little look into Miami nowadays, because I can't remember that there were that many Art Deco houses around, except like in the last season. I don't want to spoil, but with the female doctor, she was living, I think, in an Art Deco home, which was very, very nice. Obviously the palm trees are very fitting for Florida. Oh, there is some rounded buildings. A lot of it just looks very southern, a little bit like California and Texas and Arizona as well. The Hispanic influence in the architecture. There are the skyscrapers in the back, but obviously, as Roaring Heights is some like historic Miami, it's not going to look the same. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah, but even though it doesn't look like that now, I'm still going to put down my coordinates somewhere here in maybe more like here Miami Beach, with this little island that looks very similar to the island we see here, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to use the coordinates of Miami Beach and copy them here into Roaring Heights. By the way, Roaring Heights has around 97 lots, which is normal for an EA world. And I also gave it 3 stars because it is just such of a one-of-a-kind world. Oh, I actually put down Miami instead of Florida. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the next world, which is Strawberry Acres, a custom world. And this is Strawberry Acres. Unfortunately, I'm missing some of the CC that was used, and I already searched for it, but I wasn't able to find it. I think it's some train tracks as well as a bridge for a train and a road bridge or whatever it's called. And also something here is missing. That's very sad. And it is more of a farmlands countryside kind of world, with a lot of these crop fields and these big rocky mountainous landscaping in the back. It has a lot of fir trees. It's kind of woodsy in these housing areas, and also there are still a lot of buildings missing, or maybe I'm even missing more of the CC. I'm unsure, to be honest. It kind of looks like I'm missing some of these CC, or it is actually just not built up yet. I still wanted to include this world because I think it's very pretty, but I'm unsure if I will ever get to use it. It has 82 lots, which is an okay amount. I especially like this area back here with all these little kind of lodges and small neighborhoods. And here is also some smaller neighborhood. There are some empty lots you could build on. For the feeling it gave me, I first put in California. I can't really remember why, but I will take a look into more of Northern California to see if my first feel was right. I think more around up here. Yeah, okay, the mountains look very similar. There are also a lot of fir trees and also normal trees. Actually, to be honest, this was kind of a lucky click because this looks very similar to Strawberry Acres. I just can't see if there is also some farmland. I would like to see some more of the houses in that area. Okay. These are more like restaurants and businesses and not... Okay, let's go into this area. Okay, there are some houses. Oh, there's a palm tree. Maybe it's also quite warm here, even though it's Northern California. I do not know a lot of the climate in that area though. Okay, this is kind of what the houses look like, so I want to take a look again at the houses in this neighborhood here. Okay, they look like very standard American suburban houses, nothing too special. There's a pool in the back. Cute. Yeah, I think this is actually already a quite good fit, so I will take Redding and use this for Strawberry Acres. And with this, I'm already done with Strawberry Acres, and we can get into Rockwood Island. So this is Rockwood Island. It is a world that is based on Hilewood, made by Nixlis. I'm really unsure how to pronounce that name, but I wasn't really sure by whom this save file was, but when I saw it, I'm pretty sure it's by Gruesome. It's just totally their style and the use of these wallpapers and those highly detailed houses, the road textures, and also the use of curbs is looking a lot like Gruesome's work. Oh yeah, this building also looks a lot like the cafe we've seen last episode in Rosewood Park. But to make sure, I will just make a fast Google search to see if I'm right. So yeah, it's by Gruesome. Also those incredible pictures she always takes. And it's an edit of Hilewood by Nilxis. Like I said, it only has 35 lots. Most of them are residential, but it's done so great. Like these houses, even though they're very similar, they all look so incredible. It's just a really pretty safe for Hilewood. Ooh, I love those houses. So for Gruesome's worlds, it always is giving me a New England kind of vibe with the architecture and just the surrounding area. I'm just going to take a look where... Oh! I'm just going to shortly take a look. Ooh, these are so cute. And they look so real. How? I have no idea how she did that. That's so creative. I already did Hilewood and I put it into Connecticut. I'm unsure if I want to put Rockwood Island at the same exact place, because maybe Hilewood is more of a camping type of world I want to do, at least. That was what I was thinking about. And Rockwood Island is very built up, so not like I could do a camping trip. Like, there are some places that my Sims could go if they were on a camping trip, but I would use more of a world that has just kind of woods around. And this is more of a save file type of world. Obviously, all of the houses are unfurnished and there is no population yet, so this would have to be done manually. Okay, I'm going to take a look into Pennsylvania. Here, more, it's very small, so I also want to look at more smaller towns. But the problem with that is that there are not always pictures. Ooh, okay. There is this bed and breakfast with this kind of house. And this is having the vibe that the houses in Rockwood Island are giving. This is probably a lot of New England's architecture. This looks a bit bigger. Yeah, okay, this has actual pictures. At least 5 or 6 pictures. But maybe with the Street View guy, ooh, okay. Actually, this is a very good fit with these houses. Oh my god. Like, they look very similar. Like, not absolutely the same, but very similar to what I see here. Obviously, the Sims version is prettier, which is incredible because normally with The Sims 3, it doesn't look as good as real life, but with Gruesome's worlds, I'm always impressed how pretty the world could look if you just put in the work. Obviously, there are a lot of other pretty worlds by other creators, but I'm especially a fan of Gruesome's works and also Nilx's. I just always forget their name and how it's written or pronounced, but also their worlds are very great as well. We will get into some more of their worlds when we get out of North America, but I think I will actually just stay with, is this Reynoldsville? Yes. And use this for Rockwood Island. And after we're done with that, we get into Point Ouerbacker by Potato Pellet Sim, if I remember correctly. And here we are in Point Ouerbacker, and I was right, it was by Potato Pellet Sim, also one of the incredibly talented world creators that also worked on Borisburg, if I remember correctly. Point Ouerbacker is a really extensive world, but it actually only has around 88 lots, which is very good and makes it actually playable even though it is so big. It has this town center here, and then there is a restaurant. I actually want to take a look at it. Ooh, okay. Very well done and detailed. And then back over that bridge there is this. I'm searching for a certain place, but that's not it. But still a very interesting build, especially those stairs. This was probably very tedious to do. Ooh, okay. very cool. What I was actually searching for is this, but I first want to show you this little trailer park kind of lot, which I also like a lot. I'm unsure if this trailer park office, so it seems like these are all individual lots. Yeah, I can see the borders here, so these are all individual lots around this circle where you could put your Sims to live with other people that are not so well off. And then there is, I think, this building where you can wash your clothes. There's a washing machine outside, and even a computer you could use. But what I was actually wanting to show you is this building, which I think is based off of Psycho, a Hitchcock film. And also there is a TV show called Bates Motel, which is showing the story before Psycho. So this was supposed to be a motel, but very run down. And there in the back is the house of the family that was running the motel, and even the remains of a certain character from the movie. I don't want to spoil it, but this is very cool. When I saw this, it completely reminded me of the movie, and I think it is so similar that it was intended by the creator for sure. And then there is this little strip of houses, even some more modern looking houses. Unfortunately, the textures always take forever to load in, but I still can get a feel of how it's supposed to look. So for pinpointing this on a map, I first want to get more into the main area of the world, especially because of the use of this hospital. I think I put it into California, or at least some of those states more in the south. I think I have to check, but the Bates Motel from Psycho, was it located in Oregon? I think I will just take a little Google search. Okay, so Google is telling me it's in Fairwell, California, in the novel as well as in the film. So I also will go with California, because I think Potato Ballads and probably thought something when they did put in the motel. And I also think in the description of the world it says it's in California, so that's probably why I put it there. But this is a very incredible world. It's supposed to look a bit run down, so that's why I also want to use it. Oh, there's even the California flag here, if I'm not wrong, but I see a bear, I guess. So yeah, I also want to use this world for my zombie challenge, so it being located in California is also playing well into my story. So I will go with that. And also it is very dry everywhere here in the background. Also, something that really impressed me with this world, if I go into this ravine here, like the landscaping is so well done with all these little, I don't know, hills or whatever, and then the grass and bushes here just so cool. And then how they painted the terrain when it got closer to the water. It's just so well done. Even this area where probably no sim ever goes to, it's also so pretty. So I'm going to take a look into not Northern California, but more of these dry areas here. Oh, okay, no, this is not here. Sacramento. Maybe I'm just going to search for Fairwell. California. Fairville, but Fairwell. But this is not. But it's near Sacramento, so I wasn't completely off, I guess. But Fairwell, California is here. Okay. Is this? No, it's Fairwell. Ah, I don't know. I'm probably not going to find it, but that's not a big problem. I'm just going to... Ooh, oh my god, this looks very pretty. But very different to Point Ouerbacker, so... Clay? No. There's still a lot of smaller places that do not have pictures. This is a bit too green for me. I actually wanted something that is more dry. Closer to what I'm searching. Oh, okay. This area looks very much... Ooh, this looks kind of like where the oldest view was filmed, if you know what I'm speaking of. And as I think it was actually kind of near Sacramento, I'm actually going for that area and just using this as the link for Point Ouerbacker. And the last world we are going to look at for this video is Mayfield Springs. After quite a long load time, Mayfield Springs finally loaded up, and here you can see maybe why it has a long load time. I just counted the lots and there are around 158 lots, which is quite many and might cause some lag on slower PCs. I think how the world is done is very great. It has this town center here and then it goes into the roundabout, and there is more of the more upper middle class houses, I guess. These look like these are two family homes because they're completely, like, not completely detached, but there are two entrances, so you could play with two different families in these houses here. And then there is more of a one family home on this side. I think they're completely the same. Maybe the interior is different. The garden is a little bit different on them. This one actually has a pool. But I like those residential areas. This is especially cute, I think. These are also some more of the middle class homes, but also look like they could be two family homes, as well as this one and this one. I always think it's a bit sad if houses are completely copied, but also in real life this happens a lot, so I can't understand why it is done. And also it gives a certain look. Here's a resort. I think the rabbit hole building is used very well in here. I didn't even know that there was this arcade, or I don't know how to call this way through the building. Very great use of that. And I also saw this resort back here, which looked very interesting from above. They also made use of, I think this is another rabbit hole building, but I haven't seen this version of it, I think. Okay, there's even a place to get married. And this pool is very interesting with these windows down here. Oops. Very well done with the use of different levels. I like that. Then here's a little bit more of a farm area with more crop fields. Even though this building doesn't really look like it's farmhouse. Very cute. With this little star made out of a hedge. This looks very nice. I have to remember that. Then what is this? Ah, okay, it's a house that the household I chose is friends with. So yeah, this world is completely populated. So that's a big plus. And this is the opera house, which I think is very interesting. This building is massive and also looks very well done, very detailed, with all the fencing around, which is mostly just decorative, I think, because I do not see any door leading out to this balcony. And these little courtyards here. I would like to take a look inside, but it seems like it's not open yet, so I can't. So maybe if you download this world, you can do it yourself. So there is just a lot to see in this world. I actually looked around if there is a university, because I was kind of expecting it to be there, but there isn't. So it's not a place your Sims could go to university, but it actually would have been quite a cute world for it. So maybe I would put down a university here, but with the massive amount of lots it has, I'm not really sure if I could play in this world, because I'm guilty of using a lot of CC and very much cluttering up my houses. I really love this road work with all of the walkways in between. Oh, is this the mausoleum? I think so. Oh no, okay, it's the alchemy shed or however it's called. But very great placement, so I like the placement of stuff in this world. I want to take a look at the festival lot, because, ooh, okay. Sad that all the textures just take forever. Oh, okay, no, it loaded quite fast this time. Ooh, very pretty, very well done. I'm always impressed how creative people can be with The Sims 3. There are these little walls around here, and I think it's a really good idea to place them down. Maybe I would have buried it a bit more into the ground, but then probably this road down here wouldn't have been as smooth. Very, very well done. I love a good roundabout in The Sims, because they are not as easy to do. So this is very well done. Yeah, very cute world. For placement, for when I was looking over, I put it into Idaho, and I want to just take a look into my pictures of the US. So Idaho is up here. Okay, it's up here. Then I need to see. Okay, I know why I chose it, because if I zoom in and we see the landscaping in the back. Okay, I was thinking that there is a more mountainous area, but there in the back you see more mountains actually. Yeah, okay, there is the big mountain. I was thinking about. And then if you look here for Idaho, there is also a big mountainous area. And okay, let's look. Can I just make this bigger? Okay, it's very pixelated, but get what I was thinking with it. So I'm going to take a look into Idaho. Okay, this is more of a city type. I want to go into a little bit of smaller towns. Okay, these are crazy buildings. Love that window front. Okay, this is not exactly what I was looking for. Need to... okay, where are the... okay, around the mountain area maybe? But it's very brown, and Mayfield Springs is more green though. Maybe if I go into a more greener area. Okay, there is the border to Montana. These places also have no pictures. Is unfortunate. I want to go into the more greener areas of Idaho, but I'm unsure. Okay, maybe I need to look for bigger kind of towns here. But there are not a lot of bigger towns here in Idaho. Okay, this is bigger. Yeah, okay, this is more like what I have been seeing in Mayfield Springs. Oh, okay. Okay, this seems to be a church. I'm unsure. It looks a bit more what I've seen in Mayfield Springs, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to go with that. Okay, this is the only picture of the place. Huh, okay. I'm going to Alaska, but I don't think Arkansas. It looks a bit like what I've put down here for Arkansas. Maybe. Okay, let's get into Arkansas. I just have to find where this is. Arkansas here. Okay. Pictures are very random. It's a lot more woodsy than Idaho, I have a feeling. Also not... whoops. These places all have no pictures. Okay, this is very woodsy. This building is very cool. Little Rock sounds familiar, but it's more of a city type. Ooh, cool Victorian build. Cute dog. I'm not that convinced of Arkansas as well, so maybe I will try again with Idaho. More up here, but it seems like there is not a lot up here though. Okay, let's go into Boise. It's also obviously a city, but at least there are pictures. Hidden Springs? Okay. To be honest, I will just go with this, because from the landscaping it is quite similar, and also from the architecture it's like typical American architecture as well, the same as we've seen in Mayfield Springs, and it also has springs in the name. So yeah, I think I will just go with it. I do not want to take any more time with this, and this is actually it for that episode. We end with Mayfield Springs, and I'm pretty content with what I've done today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, if you have a better guess, please tell me. I'm absolutely no expert on the US, so you can always tell me a better idea and I correct it in my map. And again, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope I see you in the next episode. Bye!